Hi, we are the Group 12, and in this video, we are gonna discuss the conceptualism and conceptual art, starting from their etymology down to the famous artworks. Without further ado, let's get started.
Most often, people get lost in art history when we arrive at conceptual art. This is art. This is art. But is this art? How did we go from classical painting to abstract painting to conceptual art in a form of installation presenting an object or no object at all? Further, what is conceptual art? And most might wonder, why is it art in the first place? We are going to explain and tackle why conceptual art is an art.
Conceptualism or the conceptual art comes from the medieval Latin word conceptualis and from the Latin word conceptus, which means gathering, conceiving, and collecting.
History. Conceptual art emerged as an art movement in the 1960s, critiquing the previously ruling modernist movement and its focus on the aesthetic. The term is usually used to refer to art from the mid-1960s to mid-1970s. Art historians believe that the foundation of the art movement was laid by Marcel Duchamp, the theorist of Dadaism and Surrealism, who was the first to invent ready-made things as work of art. Inviting the viewers to search and find the unusual meanings in ordinary things, Duchamp presented his provocative art objects, including the famous fountain urinal, accompanied by a detailed description of what he actually wanted to convey to the public. The K concept.
So what is the key concept of conceptualism art? According to Sansana and co-authors, in conceptual art, the idea or concept behind a craft matters more over its aesthetic, material, and technical value. At the root of conceptualist art is questioning involving the idea or concept versus the final product or object. Specifically, conceptualism artists question: number 1, artistic intention and its role in ascribing meaning to the art object. Number 2, visual nature of art and its communicative process. Number 3, labor involved in a creative process. Number 4, the institutional framing of art. Number 5, how the public comes in contact with art and how that helps to create meaning. Number 7, the hierarchical structure that controls who become a successful artist. Number 8, the function of the public sphere introducing a market of spectators. Number 9, the conventional tradition and rules that determine the value of particular medium.
Thank you for that. Just like all types or eras of arts, conceptualism has also its prominent artist, one of which is Michael Duchamp. Michael Duchamp is considered as pioneer of conceptualism. His critique and questioning to which thus the boundaries of arts lies lead to the establishment of conceptualism. One of his greatest craft was named Fountain. The second one is Joseph Kosuth. Joseph Kosuth wrote the essay Art After Philosophy, in which he agreed with Michael Duchamp that all arts are conceptual in nature because arts only exist conceptually. He was famous for creating 1 and 3 chairs in 1965 and 4 colors and 4 words in 1966.
The famous artworks. This is 1 and 3 chairs by Joseph Kosuth. When we look at the 1 and 3 chairs, we are not drawn to admire its beauty, nor are we presented with a relatable story or a figure to be admired. But 1 and 3 chairs demonstrates how an artwork can embody an idea that remains constant despite changes to its elements. This is Fountain by Marcel Duchamp. Fountain is an example of what Duchamp called a ready-made, an ordinary manufactured object designated by the artist as a work of art. It is the perfect assault on conviction and good taste for which he and Dada movement are best known. Four Colors, Four Words by Joseph Kossuth: the blue, red, yellow, and green. The idea behind this is that aesthetics are conceptually irrelevant to art. Art lives through influencing other art, not by existing as the physical residue of an artist's ideas. The Vertical Earth Kilometer by Walter D. Maria. The vertical Earth kilometer is a round solid brass rod that is 5 cm in diameter and 1 km long. The rod is inserted into the earth and is embedded in the center by a 2 by 2 meter square of red sandstone plate.
Thank you for that. Did you know that although conceptualism and conceptual art were first defined in the mid-1960s, their origin can be traced back in 1917, when Michael Duchamp submitted a urinal which he bought from a plumber shop as a sculpture in the exhibition of the Society of Independent Artists in New York City, which was rejected because according to them, it was immoral and they refused to accept it as an art. Then Michael Duchamp began to ask, or question rather, what is art and where does its boundaries lie? From that very moment, the seed of conceptual art began to sprout. In addition to that, the Fluxus, the Stella's black painting, and the Solowitz paragraph on conceptual art were also considered as the major influences of the creation of conceptual art and the movement conceptualism.
And that's all for the video.